So technical pause has been resumed and we get onto the pistol round. There's going to be Mixer's gone up against dieR's Money Crew. dieR's Money Crew actually had a pretty good game this morning, but let's see if they can continue the form into this one against Mixers, who got pretty destroyed by DG early on in the first half, but then started to come back a little bit. They lost quite a few 1 versus 3s, but we're getting underway now. And it looks as though the T side are wanting to go quite heavy towards Ivy. They've got 4 players that way with the bomb. 1 player coming out of A main on the late flank here. We do see Envo getting closer here. He's going to find his first kill. He's opening up, but actually unable to find the headshot that is needed. And it's actually Craze who finds the entry frag. Envo will finally get one, but Figgy there to shut that one down as long with Craze to get another kill of his own. It's into a 2 versus 2. 1 minute 10 left in the clock, and it looks as though the bomb is making its way towards A now. But Figgy in a perfect position to spot out Mezzy here, but dieR'll shut down Dathy, and now it's all on Mezzy in a 1 versus 3. He's stuck in between the sandwich of the blue train, and he's trying to make his way through Olaf now at this point, but there's so many CTs around him, it's going to be pretty difficult for him to get out of this situation. He's making his way past the E-box, and he's actually slipped all the way back into the A main with 45 seconds left. He still has a lot of time. He can go out to either site, but Sonny is actually watching this B site, so it's going to be pretty difficult wherever he decides to go in the end, although he is making his way upper brown halls here past the lockers. It's pretty undecided at this point where he's going to go. He can go down the ladder, or he can just head towards B, and it is going to be the B site. He's 19 seconds left, so he's having to quicken up now, but this should be heard by Sonny. If he makes it past and gets the bomb down, there we go, that's the plant. So it's now into a 1 versus 3. He's got the bomb plant. This is where the hard stuff starts. You got the CTs, they have no kit, so they'll have to move quickly. If Mezzy's able to find this low player, this could make it a little bit easier for him. But actually, he's taking a fight with dieR and nearly gets the second, but it's going to be the pistol round going in the way of dieR's Money Crew. No, actually the Mixers will be defusing the bomb. Actually the
teams was the wrong way around.
Yeah. So, getting into the second round, the T side have got the bomb plants, obviously they're going to have to eco at this point. Save into the third round, you'll be able to buy AK-47, so again underway. The CT side actually banking on this happening, so they're just going to be going with 2 FAMAS, the rest with SMGs to grind out some more cash. So the CT side are just going out for a default setup instead of stacking a site. The nade absolutely destroys Solo in mid-air. His body will be flung off against the walls. Smurf will find one of his own, finds the second as well with that UMP, but it's dieR to find the third, and Faggy will finish it off. Another round got in the way of dieR's Money Crew. 2-0 now, and this is where the first buy round comes in. This is where Mixers have to really wake up and win this next round. Now we're going up against a pretty weak buy, so this is what you call a bonus round for dieR's Money Crew. They're just going to try and get as much cash as possible with these SMGs. But the T side have bought up full rifles, got a lot more utility to work with as well. So that smoke's going to be allowing dieR to move in closer to the upper brown here. He's getting up on top of the brown halls. Crazed actually with 2 kills with the MP9. Envo will shut down dieR, and it's going to be the CT side trying to get back out towards Ivy, but Solo will find the kill. And now it's into a 3 versus 3. The bomb still dropped towards Solo's area, but Mezzy's going to find that kill. Solo will collect the bomb now. Actually, Figgy gets his head ripped off by Mezzy, so that's a pretty strong kill by him, able to open up a lot more avenues for him, but it's all left on Smurf now. He's in a 1 versus 3. He's got 1 minute 10 on the clock to work with, and the T side are approaching the A bomb site. They have the bomb, but at least one saving grace is that Mezzy is only 20 HP. But from behind, Envo to shut him down. It's going to be the round going in the way of Mixers finally getting the round on the board. Been 2 players obviously from the Fox side on the Mixer side. Complex is yet to break even. It hasn't got himself a kill yet. Mezzy on the other hand is leading the team 4-2. Pretty strong start by him, but the double upset are coming out on the CT side. Just turret style, actually 2 ops towards the A side of things, so that's going to be a bit of a strange awakening for the T side once they enter the site. But the bomb is still dropped upper B. Of players from the CT side spread across all of the map, so again this default play has to come out of the T side. Solo has been playing passively towards this A main position quite a lot, and it looks as though they just want to play this default without any aggression and then go for an execute once the information is gathered. as Invo is making his way upper B now. He's just clearing everything methodically. You do see a lot of teams like to take Brown Hall's control before they actually fully execute onto his site, because you don't have an avenue where you can actually escape if things go wrong on that site. So lots of information gathered for Invo. And there's like, they're wanting to take the bomb this way. Solo hasn't really moved from his position. He's starting to move now. The 7 Complex are going to be doing an A execute here. Smoke should go onto the site. It's actually Dathy going to be moving through Ivy, just clearing everything out, making sure his team are shaped up and perfectly ready for this A execute, as they are setting up their smokes now. It's actually Complex he'll be entry fragging on the Sunny. Invo there to support him. But Smurf is in a perfect position to shut this one down, but Figgy will take the kill on the Complex, but that Molotov will really ruin Smurf's ideas. But Solo, he finally strikes, he takes down Figgy. Incendia 3 versus 3 now. The bomb just being dropped right in front of the crosshairs of Craze there, and Solo is forced to fall back and reload his weapon, but Invo fighting back. But Craze, there we go, he hits the shot. Now it's India 1 versus 1. Solo on 56 HP. Should know where Craze is playing from, but no time to work with, and he'll be forced back to try and save this weapon. Perfectly played by the CT side, and the T side, they waited a little bit too long and their execute kind of failed when they didn't really get the entry frags. That's going to be another round good in the way of dieR's Money Crew. An XM has actually been purchased on the CT side, so that's going to be quite an interesting weapon to see. But it's going to be pushing through Pop Dog position. He gets his head ripped off him, and Mezzy looking to trade frag, but he gets dropped down to low HP. But so does Smurf. So Mezzy's going to be hunting for this frag. He's going to be looking for the kill, but he's got surrounded from all angles. Figgy drops, he's dead, and that's going to be a bit of a problem for the CT side as they've now lost their flank. But Sonny is playing this perfectly, just behind this E-box, making sure he can't be spotted. Especially since Mezzy only has that XM to work with. It's not going to be great against a long-range UMP. Mezzy with the patience, he's just going to be waiting for his teammates to get into a better position to better support his push, but Craze from above will just rip him apart with the AWP. And now Sonny hasn't moved, he hasn't budged from this position, but finally he takes his patience, pays off as he just taps away Complex, and now it's left on Invo in a 1 versus 4. And Sonny will rip his head off as well. Another round going the way of dieR's Money Crew, 4-1. It's been a pretty strong start from dieR's Money Crew. I mean, they lost the gun round, the bonus round where they were going up against 5 AK-47s, but from there they've looked pretty dominant throughout. So Mixers have yet to really wake up in either maps they've played today. They had a bit of a bad performance on the first map. Doesn't look as though they're going to be waking up anytime soon on this map either. So it's going to be the CT side with the UMP actually in the hands of Smurf, trying to grind out some cash. He's stuck behind the E-box, looks as though he won't be getting anything as he is dropped by Mezzy. And Craze will find a kill on the Dathy. Figgy striking, he'll find a headshot on the Mezzy, and now he's getting a little bit edgy on the side here as Invo will shut down Figgy. He tries to get the shot while moving up the ladder, but the bomb plant finally going down from Complex, and now it's a 2 versus 2. Low HP on the T side. dieR and Solo are going to have a bit of a confrontation here, and Nade could finish Solo off. But dieR has a Molotov in hand, so he's not going to be using it. Solo will take him to the grave, and now it's going to be a 2 versus 1. Craze left with the AWP in hand. He's got smoke and a kit to work with, 100 HP. It looks as though he's just going to be running out of time at this point. He has no idea where the players are hiding from. They could be anywhere. He's going to be trying to defuse the bomb, and he actually will be able to do it. But Complex in the last second will rip his head off, and that was a close one. Coming out by Craze, nearly gets the bomb defused, but time just runs out and he's not able to do so. 4-2. Finally Mixers get another round on the board, just as I was talking about how they haven't really woken up. Let's see if they can start to grind out on this win and try and get a few rounds on the board. I mean, this is their opportunity. They're going up against Deagles and Pistols. They have an AWP to work with, and their economy isn't too strong themselves. They have a Deagle in the hands of Mezzy. Obviously been able to do quite a bit with it so far, so let's see if he can continue that. Sonny, oh, he's looking for this kill on Solo, but he misses the crucial shot, and now Solo knows exactly where he's playing from. This could be an easy hit for him, but Mezzy actually is the first to strike with a Deagle. So as I said from the start, Mezzy obviously a dominant Deagle player, so he's able to pick up that early kill with the Deagle, open up that opportunity for the T side. But Sonny fighting back, but Solo gets the trade frag. It's into a 4 versus 3, and that man advantage has been regained. And Smurf, he's here to try and get this Deagle headshot. He's made his way through connector, Trying to spot out one player. Complex is still on the bomb train. Craze has been hit down to 17 HP as Complex is trying to get closer and closer. He's finally taking down Craze. The Sunny is there to drop Dahi. And now it's into a 2 versus 2 as Sunny again strikes. He's picked up 3. He's looking for the ace this time. Solo again gets his second kill of the round. But this Molotov could be huge. It forces Solo into a pretty unadvantageous position. Actually burns him alive. But Mezzi's there to strike with the Deagle again. Starts it off as he finished it. And that's going to be 4-3. Mixers get their third round on the board and they're starting to come back into this one. But that was a nice attempt from dieR's Money Crew, as their economy is pretty okay. As we said, actually, to mention Smurf's not having such a great game. Craze is actually leading the way for his team. And Dahi, or Dahi, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Dahi has no frags just yet. Flash coming in. That's going to be aggressive pop dog control established by Envo. He's going to be making his way through onto the A site now. They're trying to get some more advantageous positions. Envo finally gets that headshot. He's sticking around though in the pop dog, so he's going to be making his way back up now. He's got that control. He knows he has that part of the map. No one's coming back to fight it, so he can now go back towards B. And Dahi's just holding towards the Ivy position, making sure that no players can come this way. And again, it's just another default play coming out by the T side, making sure they can pick up any early frags if the C2s decide to get a little bit overzealous. That won't be happening just yet, as the Mixers, actually dieR's Money Crew will be just holding, making sure that they don't make any mistakes. They've already lost one player, don't need to lose more. 55 seconds left on the clock, and we've seen this quite often by Mixers. They go for this late A execute sometimes, and we've seen it last time actually not really working out for them, and didn't have enough time. Let's see if they've timed a little bit better this time. They've got 45 seconds this time, and Complex the man with the bomb. He's got to get close. He's got to entry frag onto the site, get the bomb down. Sunny there to strike though. He'll drop Envo, but Solo's there quickly to trade. Smurf will shut him down though, and it's into a 3 versus 3. Odds are still even, but Complex and Mezzi, they shut down 2. Bomb going down as well. dieR left in a 1 versus 3, and he's making his way out now. He spots out one player. That's Dahi over towards Ivy. He does a lot of damage on the Complex. He was forced to fall back behind the E-box, and this looks pretty dire for dieR. It's going to be a very tall task for him to get anyone on his site. He spotted out one, but Mezzi will rip his head off, and that's going to be another round going in the way of Mixers. Back to a 4 to 4 scoreline. And finally, Mixers have started to wake up into this game. Yeah, please. It is going to be an eco, pretty much, coming out by Mixers. A few PT50s here and there, and they have 2 flashes. That's about it. Thank you. That's about all you can get on this side. Actually, they're going to be going for an Ivy stack here, but he's there to shut one down. He's going to be looking for more. He gets the second headshot. But Smurf is there to shut him down. Solo and Envo, though, they'll pick up the scraps, and it's Complex to finish it off. Taking down Figgy. And that's another round going in the way of Mixers. 5 to 4 now. They take the lead. And what looked to be a pretty strong start from dieR's Money Crew sort of dwindled a little bit, but this is where the half is defined at this point. This is the first buy round yet again. We'll see this going in the way of the team that will probably win the half if they win this round. The AWP coming out on the dieR's Money Crew side. It's in the hands of Craze. He's been quite good with it so far. He's leading the way for his team. Let's see if he can continue this form and really get more entries and more turret style picks. He's not really looking to go for that aggressive pick at this point. He's starting to fall back now and just make sure he's holding every angle. But the T side, they're going for this default style again, and Mezzi is finding the first frag for Mixers yet again as he shuts down Figgy. He is dropped down to 4 HP, so it didn't come in from Figgy. It'll drop Mezzi down to 4 HP. That's not exactly what you want, but he's still alive and still can do a lot here. But Sunny is at a huge off angle. Solo's probably not going to expect this. And he actually thinks better of it, so he's going to fall back towards T-spawn to a smoke towards the A side of Flash as well. Start to fall back towards B where his team are located, but this is information gate for Sunny. He knows they're going towards B. He'll call that to his teammates. And he's starting to flank now. Solo, he gets away with his life, but this could be huge. Sunny coming up behind all 3 of the players here. Mezzi will be the first to fall as he is 4 HP, but actually trigger discipline. This could go badly if he doesn't do it properly here. He finally shuts down Mezzi. Solo and Crazed just getting dropped. And now it's going to be into a 3 versus 1. Dahi left. He's at a bit of a flank position as well. He should be able to find a kill on Crazed here. both players whipping shots as Chris still backing off. He has his teammate support at this point, so it should be impossible. And he'll finish it off. 5-5 now. Bringing it back. I believe Dyer is disconnected, so technical pause. Round replay. Did we get that clip in, there's that thing we were talking about on Twitter with the viewers clip, the best players or something?
No, I haven't got that actually. But just tell everyone, clip your best things. Clip your best things. We'll see. Clip the best plays. Submit them to us on Twitter. Get the retweets. Everyone loves the retweets.
Dyer's PC is crashed, so we're just waiting until he is able to reconnect to the server. I don't know what the score is in the other game. 7-6. 7-6 to Popo. Acquired trailing by 1 round. Yeah, this lands bring your own PC. The mints are alright. I mean, fantastic mints.
Where's the camera? Did they even get on there?
Alright, so Dyer has returned so we can get back into the game now. And Paul's should come in momentarily here. It looks as though it's not working. I don't know. Does the team captain have to do it? Work?
I think both teams have to unpause it.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Come on, guys.
There we go. So, unpause has come in. Should be getting under the way into the action yet again. Dyer's Money Crew versus Mixers 5-5 the scoreline now. If you're just tuning in, obviously the scores are mixed up, so Dyer's actually on the CT side and the Mixers on the T side, but getting underway now, back into the game. Up on the hands of Crazed yet again, on Envo as well. But an aggressive play coming out of Team In here, and as he could find himself in a particular position, he gets dropped by the Molotov, and it's Dahi moving his way right through the smokes. He's finding himself into the hell, and he'll pick up the kill on Figgy. That's first kill going away at Dahi, picks up a second as well. Envo chimes in, he drops Sonny, and now Smurf dropped as well, so an absolute annihilation coming out by Mixers, and Dyer will finish it off. Wow, that was the best spray in Ireland.
Looking for money. CT's in serious trouble, money-wise.
CT side's economy is pretty weak right now, so...
Is this a CT bias map?
Yeah, it is, definitely. It's the CT side of map and the T side of the extremely strong. It's just that sort of mixed play. They just kind of rush out A main constantly, and Ivan is just really working out for them. Able to get a lot of picks early, but Crazed. He's going to be peeking with this P250 in hand. He found himself a bullet in the face if he stays around too long. His complex is watching this angle. His position is no one now, and he hasn't spotted out Dahi. I think he just did, though. But Dahi, actually, Envo with the AWP will rip him apart, and now it's going to be Sonny getting a little bit aggressive and able to find the kill, but he is able to stay alive long enough to fall back as Dyer will pick up one on the Mezzi, and now it's India 4 versus 4. Picked up AK in the hands of Figgy. He also has armor, a kit, and a smoke to work with, so he's not out of it just yet, especially since Dahi is pretty low HP. He should be able to pick up a frag on him. 1 minute left on the clock. Solo and his teammates are doing this execute onto the A side yet again. Smoke for the sandwich position. Sonny, he gets shut down by Solo, and that should be the egg cracked. And the smoke falling back now as Figgy is forced up to the heaven position. This is actually quite a strong position if he can use it perfectly, though. Bomb still hasn't been planted yet. should be planted now. Figgy just making sure he knows where it is coming from. Envo hits the leg shot, and that's going to drop down Figgy to 11 HP. But from E-Box, Dahi will shut him down, and that's going to be another round going in the way of Mixers, leading the way 7-5 now. So that's a pretty strong start on the T side, especially. If we look also, Mezzi is leading the way for the T side. Envo is behind him. Same with Solo, but it's Complex and Dahi are trailing behind a little bit. Figgy hasn't had much of a strong start either, so they're getting underway now. The T side going for this spread out play again. They like to get Ivy control early. Should be granted to them pretty easily, because there is only a P250 watching this, and if they aren't careful though, Chris should be able to pick up one kill if they don't check the corner, but they'll do better than that. They'll Molotov it out. Chris is burnt alive, and easy headshot for Mezzi as well as he drops down. Pop Duck, he picks up 2. And it's going to be a 2 versus 5 now. Figgy and Smurf left against all of the Mixers side. They've only got a P250 to work with, no utility either, but Figgy doesn't care. He picks up a kill with the USP. He has an AK now to work with. He's trying to tap away at the head, but unable to find that lethal blow, and he's going to fall all the way back up the ladder. That Molotov doesn't spread far enough for it to affect Smurf, so he's just going to stick around. There's the bomb going down now from Solo. Gonna flash his way into the connector, just trying to fake maybe a push coming in. As Figgy has relocated himself all the way back to team main. Envo, his position is known. Just peeks the angle nearly. Takes down Figgy, but should be all over. The Solo will finish him off 8-5 now. Mixture starting to wake up entirely. Leading the way by 3 rounds now. This could be an extremely one-sided scoreline if they continue this form for the next 2 rounds. 10-5 on the T side is not really what you want if you are dieR's Money Crew. T side now just doing the same default play. They put Complex and Dahi towards Ivy. They like to clear it out methodically with Molotovs to the knees. Just make sure they have that control. Also on other parts of the map towards main and Mezzi been causing absolute havoc towards this Pop Dog position. He's able to pick up, I believe, an entry frag pretty much every round. He's pushed this aggressively. But none going to come his way this time, as the dieR's Money Crew just want to avoid that area entirely, as they know it's probably not going to end well. 1 minute 20 left on the clock. Still a load of time to work with for the Mixer's side, and they finally secured Ivy control as they're using their nades to force the player back. But this time, what's different is the dieR's Money Crew have all 5 players alive. Usually at this point, they'll have lost 1 or 2 players, but not this time, as Sonny actually finds the kill on the Dahi, so finally something going in the way of dieR's Money Crew early on here. Complex, he's going to be looking for the frag here. There's a player pushing his way. Crazed actually just with the patience, but he should be walking into Complex's crosshair momentarily here. A confrontation coming out from both of them. Crazed thinks better of sticking around as he falls back, but Mezzi strikes. He finds the kill. Envo finds another one as well, but Mezzi, he's going to be trying to smoke off the connector now. He's trying to get onto the site with his team, get the bomb down. And they've just been constant A hits, abusing the site. Playing a slow default, getting a lot of kills. Crazed this time shuts down Complex. This makes it a little bit more difficult, but Mezzi continuing his amazing form, picks up another 2 frags. That's 3 for him in the round. He's looking for the ace now. Actually, Envo has got a kill as well, so it's all on Figgy. Trying to push this one. He's forced out of connector by the Molotov, but he picks up the kill on the Envo on the right. But he backs off into Solo, and he'll pick up the kill. 9-5 now for the Mixer's side. Last round of the half, and the CT's economy is pretty broken. I mean, they're able to buy Mike 7s, Scouts, FAMAS. That's about it, really. As we now move into the second half, probably with pretty one-sided scoreline going the way of Mixers. So let's see if they continue to do this default setup. Mixers are just going to put 2 players towards the Ivy position again. Smurf will pick up that early kill though. He'll drop Envo. That's exactly what you need if you're the CT side, especially going into a round like this where you have the weaponry disadvantage. You need that early advantage where Sonny's actually trying to hunt down the player, but Solo, he hears this one, so he's going to be trying to find a frag onto him. The smoke anticipates just at the wrong time, and Solo, he is caught out, but he's there to shut him down. India 4 versus 3 now. Mixers still have a lot of utility to work with, and they're looking to go towards B here. It is Figgy. He's on the upper B position. He easily takes the headshot on the Mezzi, who was not expecting Figgy to be around that area. Figgy spots out both players are there. That's information for his team that they're starting to rotate all the way over to the B site now. Bomb going down. Figgy there to strike. He'll pick up 2. Absolutely perfect play by Figgy. Takes that early kill with the Mag 7. Picks up the AK and shuts down the last 2 players. And it's going to be 6-9 now. dieR's Money Crew trailing by 3 rounds. They really need this pistol round. I think we're just waiting on both teams to ready up before we can continue with the second half.
Connor Lyons. Who he is.
Oh, that's drags him.
Hair drying his PC. We get an update on the score of the other game there.
Yep.
Let's see what it is.
It's 10-11. To
10-11 on Nuke.
Acquire.
To acquire.
Yeah.
So we're getting underway. The pistol round is much needed from the dieR's Money Crew side. They really need to win this pistol round if they want to continue to stay on this map. Strong start from the Mixer's side. They're just going to be trying to continue that form into the CT side. If they've done actually an A stack, they're going to be putting 4 players towards this side of the map, and a fake coming out by the T side. They're going to be actually heading towards the B side. Dahi is there. He has to pick up 1 or 2 frags here. He can't just go down with nothing. Oh, beautiful flick. He'll shut down dieR. He's still alive as well, so he could be good for more as his teammates are here now to support him. He's done his job. Mezzy from above will shut down Figgy. But the bomb is down. There's a Molotov still in the hands of Sunny, so he's just going to be trying to play time. But Mezzy actually has a smoke and a defuse kit, so that kind of counters that play. But Solo again with a beautiful headshot will shut down Smurf. Now it's into 2 players. That Molotov going to come out perfectly timed with the smoke as Mezzy with the kit is going to be trying to defuse the bomb at this point. Craze actually is good for 2 kills. He's going to be trying to find a 3rd here, but just stay alive. Oh, last second gets the headshot. I'll mean no money for him. That actually kind of affects you later on in the rounds as well. Ten to 6 now. Mixers continue to form. 4-round advantage as they're going into this one. The T side actually going for quite an aggressive Ivy hit here with pistols. Can just overwhelm this MP7 that is sitting here in the hands of Envo. He has a Molotov to work with, so just jiggle peek, spotted a few players, just throw the Molotov down, you do a lot of damage, your teammates are there to help, and you can just spread them down. The first nade will come in, doesn't do that much damage.
The teams are around, yeah.
And actually, they've decided to halt this approach and just go a little bit slower now, but that jump should be information gathered for the CT side. As they are making their way up now, that Molotov could be huge for them. And if we throw down the Molotov, I'll do quite a bit of damage. But Craze, anyway, he'll find 1, but Complex and Envo and Solo all chime in. They get 3 kills of their own, send you a 4 versus 2 at this point. Oh, dieR again with a whiff, but lucky with the last headshot, it almost dropped. Solo, and there's 2 players remaining on the T side. Got picked up weapons. The bomb is still in the hands of Figgy. A lot of time to work this, so he could make his way onto the B site if he so desires. But it is Mezzy. Dahi actually gets dropped here, so from behind is Envo. He'll shut down dieR. A nice left on Mezzy and Envo, all against Figgy. So Figgy still making his way back to the B site. He's picked up the bomb as well, so he's going to try to get that down, try and get some cash. 25 seconds remaining, so able to get the bomb down, but shouldn't be able to get any more than that as there's no weapons around his area. Anyway, has a P250, but if he plays this perfectly, he could get in behind. You get 1 or 2 frags here. He spots out Envo, but falling from above, Envo will rip the head off Figgy. The bomb will be defused, and there'll be another round going in the way of Mixers. 11 to 6 now. Not such a bad round for dieR's Money Crew. Obviously going into it only with a few pistols. They get 3 kills, and they also get a bomb plant, so not much better than that. So get underway now. The first gun round should be coming out from the T side. On the CT side, actually, their weapons You can see that round actually hurt their economy a little bit. They've only got MP7s, UMPs, but if we look at the T side, they've got a lot of weapons to work with. You have an AWP and 4 AK-47s, but that first kill coming in by Craze, a beautiful quick flick on the Mezzi, and that's going to be the man advantage going in the way of dieR's Money Crew. He's going to be looking for a second frag as well here. Player, we grant him that, but he's just going to wait and just see if he can get any other picks. Envo actually making his way across the trains. He throws that smoke, try and get his way into the all-off position. Chris isn't expecting this play. He's still watching that close angle towards the right side of the train. Scoping will alert there is still a player in there for Envo. Envo getting closer and closer, but Craze thinks better of sticking around. He'll fall back. Now Flash trying to flash out towards Ivy, but it looks as though an A execute is on the cards. The flashes, the Molotovs are coming out through the window. Figgy actually decides to keep his Molotov, as they are starting to back off to pull towards the B side this time. That nade coming through upper does a little bit of damage to the wall. Again, another slow play coming in, but Smurf starts it off. He finally gets a frag. That's going to drop Complex. And another player comes through connected, but the timing doesn't work out. And that's into a 2 versus 4 bomb going down, but pushing through the smoke is Smurf. He'll get dropped by Envo and into a 3 versus 2 now. Envo and Solo left. They have a UMP in the hands of Solo. He has dropped, and Sonny will pick up that frag and add that to his collection, and now it's Envo. He's picked up 2 so far, but that dink coming in from above will be a bit of an issue going forward, as he doesn't have much time to work with. On 11 HP, it's pretty much a done deal, so he's going to fall back all the way towards CT spawn. Just try and save this weapon and the kit as well. That time ticks away. Another round going in the way of dieR's Money Crew. They're starting to come back into this one, finally. Envo's made his way all the way towards Ivy, so should be able to save this weapon at least. Eleven to 7 the scoreline now. The pause comes out from Sonny or Figgy. PC froze. So, score now acquiring.
It's 11-14.
So Acquire leading the game 14 to 11 now. So should be able to close that one out momentarily. I think they're on the CT side right now.
Yeah. CT side of new.
Definitely should be able to close that one out then. Been like quite a lot of PC problems on the dieR's crew, Money Crew side. He hasn't disconnected from the server, has he?
I think he's going to probably time out eventually because his thing get blue screened. Just going to go double check what's happening there.
Never thought a toaster would get a blue screen at death.
Yeah, definitely not expecting that. Oh, okay. Don't know what's going on. Remind me as well, was it whenever I'm recording the scores that the teams are rolling around?
Yep. So, Acquire on match point now. They just closed it out against in another round. So, Team Acquire match point for them. Should be moving into the upper bracket into the. Is it they play tonight if they win this one or tomorrow?
I think it's. Let me just. Some semis. No, that's right. So if they win, Rangers are in 2, so. Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow, the winner of that, or the winner of these plays tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
The stream title's wrong, by the way. Yeah, it says Acquire Esports versus dieR's Money Crew. Casted by Mitchman and excellent. So actually, Popo actually won that round, so Acquire are able to close it out. I think that's Acquire on camera right now as well, so. Yeah, it is Acquire on camera. And Popo as well are facing them. Figgy's saying that his teammates Chris PC won't turn back on. Apparently Chris PC's just black screen won't turn back on. I think we're just gonna go to like a break or something. These are the scores from earlier. I don't know. Alright, finally on pause. It's going to be getting underway again. It looks as though Korea's PC has been fixed, so shift in momentum could occur here. Obviously, having a little bit of a break, a little bit of a talk about things that might be going wrong. Again, I think the scores are messed up, so Mixer's actually leading the way 11-7. But it looks as though dieR's Money Crew are getting a bit aggressive here. Figgy with the first frag, he'll drop Mezzy. It looks as though Chris is looking for the second, he'll find it as well as he drops Dathy and Dahi and Snipe. India 3 versus 5, Solo left on 14 HP. dieR actually drops him, so it's going to be a 4-2. And Sonny, he's finishing it off, leaving Solo on 14 HP against 4 players. It's pretty much a done deal for him. Mixers fall to dieR's Money Crew. Actually got an 8th round on the board, starting to come back a little bit. Hopefully this change of momentum and they start to come back and make it a more interesting game. So Solo just trying to hang on to this weapon, try and save it. You don't want to give away a weapon for free, especially since you have no armor. But dieR will cause a little bit of an issue. He'll drop Solo and that weapon won't be able to be saved. If we look at the CT side's economy, Mixers have started to look a little bit weak here. They don't have enough. They don't even have enough to salvage a buy here. On the T side, they've purchased up quite a lot. They've got 4 AK-47s and AWP to work with, full utility. The CT side is an extremely different story. They have, what, 2 PT-50s here, but Chris, he's looking for this early kill here. He's spotted out one. Dahi is just stuck behind the E-box. It's Chris to find the kill. Figgy finds one on the Mezzy, and now it's India 5 versus 3. Figgy actually finds another one on the complex, so it's left all of a sudden he's up on top of the blue train. He's trying to find a little bit of something to work with, but Smurf is there to shut him down in ISF on Evo. He's still in heaven, so still doable to find 1 or 2 frags, but he just got spotted out, and Chris with a beautiful shot shuts down Evo. Both teams have bought now. On the CT side, we'll see a double up setup coming out. Will be in the hands of Solo and Mezzy. Mezzy actually starts it off by getting an early frag with the AWP onto Chris, ripping his head off his shoulders. Nice left on Sunny. Try and get a little bit of map control here. Spread through the smoke. He's done a lot of damage. Never mind. He picks up the frag and Fig will find one of his own. Complex and Solo doing a lot of damage here as Complex picks up a second frag on the dieR. And it looks as though dieR's Money Crew have just fallen apart at this point. Mixers back on the weapons, back on the win. And they're going to pick up another round. 9-11 the score. Going to change very momentarily, probably to 10-11. Unless Sonny can do something impossible and pick up this 1 versus 3. Still has a lot of time to work with. He has the bomb as well. He's going to try and find his way onto the A side here. Pretty much surrounded here, but they have 1 player, I believe, Solo, over towards the B site. He's actually starting to rotate back to CT. Sonny just playing time, trying to go a little bit of mind games, figure out where, try and make the team figure out where he's coming from. Sonny has made his way up past Olaf. He's now in behind the blue train. He's spotted the complex. He shoots the legs, but finally finishes him off. So that'll be complex dropped. Sonny looking for more. He's going to Molotov off the lower part of Pop Dog. Make sure that can't be an option to get flanked from. He's going to try and save the AWP. 20 seconds left. Not enough time to get to the A side, especially since it's covered by Dahi, and Solo has found himself close enough to shut this one down too. He's trying to get some frags. Maybe he's a little bit hungry. He actually makes it all the way to the A site, so this is a strange call by him, but he's faked the ball. Well, he's got the kill. He still has time to do it, so just at the last second he fakes it. He can't get the win.
That was unbelievable play. What a play.
I just said it's impossible, and then
yeah, all those the fake plants got them. Unreal.
I don't even think he had. Did he have enough time to plant the bomb? Because if he didn't,
on the second one, I think he had about 4 seconds, so he probably could have planted it. But
smart call.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the drawing board on the Mixer side. Craze just shutting down Solo early on here. It's going to be a bit of an issue with Dahi looking for this kill, but dieR will be the one to find that kill. He stripped for the wall. He picks up another one on the Mezzy. So it will be the A side to the T side are heading towards now. It's left on Envo on complex in a 2 versus 5. Dyer is dropped down to 2 HP. A little bit of unluckiness coming out, but he's still alive and still takes down another kill. That's 3 for him in the round. Still has 3 HP, so 1 kill. With 2 HP, it's not a big issue for him at all. It's left on Envo, who will be coming through the Ivy position. Should be able to get in behind Crazed at least here, but Crazed is watching this angle, so he should be able to hit the shot, but unable to do so. Envo has made his way into hell though, and that's a bit of a hard position to get out of. He's going to go down with either the bomb, or he's going to find at least 1 frag kill. Oh, but Sonny with a knife kill, he shuts down Envo. And Envo was whiffing a few shots. 11-11 now, the scoreline. An absolute perfect comeback by the dieR's Money crew. A little bit, it looked down and out, especially in that round where Sonny was in a 3 versus 1, but absolutely insane plays by him, what gets him back to 11-11 scoreline. All tied up now, as the T side are just going to be trying to spread out, do a default play. They're going to be putting 2 guys towards Ivy. Again, this is exactly what Mixers did on their T side. And Envo this time, he's going to be the first to hit the frag, but instantly treated by Sonny. So it's still all is even along with the scoreline. So we're going to see the T side try and get towards this A side of things. Figgy has made his way out, but Mezzi causing havoc from the blue train. It will drop Dyer. Now it's into a 3 versus 4. Figgy's position isn't known, so he should be able to cause a little bit of havoc here.
Knife.
Oh, Figgy. Mezzi turns around, just blows his head off, and now it's into a 4-2.
Heartbreak for Figgy.
Solo. Let's shut down Sonny. And now it's into a 4 versus 1. We've seen quite a strange play so far, but it is probably a little bit too difficult for Smurf to do at this point, especially since players are starting his position. He needs to find this early frag if he wants to make this possible. He's not going to be able to do so. It's Dahi is playing this perfectly. Just stand behind, stand alive, wait for his teammates to get there, and complex now. Come back on the side, should be able to finish it off, and he does. And the bomb will be diffused 11-12 in favour of the Mixer side.
That's gonna get clipped. Poor figs.
On Mixer side though, even after winning that round, they still have some ass to work with. They don't have full rifles. On the T side, it's a much different story. dieR's Money crew still have a lot of money to work with. They've got full utility, but this is the last round that they can really afford to lose. They still have quite a bit of money left in the bank, but still. T side making their way towards B now with all 4 players. Craze is going to be just in this A main position, trying to find at least a frag early here, but Solo in a better position will shut down Crazed, obviously with the advantage of positioning. But Dahi, he doesn't manage to get it, but the Molotov actually finishes off Sonny. Dyer is dropped by Complex, and now it's a 2 versus 5. Smurf trying to make his way out, but Figgy's the man to find the kill. He's trying to get a little bit closer now. He's chopped up on top of the train. He should be able to find another kill here on Mezzi. He does, and that's payback from the last round. Figgy has made his way underneath the ladder now. He's trying to just gain some control of the B side, make sure he doesn't go down. Complex should be able to spot this one out if he peeks this left angle. If not, it's all over. If he peeks with his knife, he gets into a better position.
No bomb.
Oh, that nade. Really
Still no bomb plant. Is it?
No, and there's a player on the flank here. We see one player coming out of heaven. This could be all over, and like, who is that flanking? It's Solo, I believe, or Envo actually is flanking from above. He's playing this perfectly. He shuts down one player. And now it's into a 1 versus 1. He's down to 19 HP. Figgy left. He's picked up 3 so far in the round. Can he make up for his mistake last round and win his team the round? That Molotov fails, but still does a lot of damage, so perfect for him. He's picked up the AK now. And Figgy, too strong. He'll pick up the round. 4 kills for him in the round.
After that embarrassing knife display.
He got triggered.
He's come back. How's the money looking?
12-12 now, and on the CT side the economy is pretty screwed. Obviously they had a pretty weak buy. Even after winning the round, they still didn't have enough money to work with. This forced by sort of play doesn't really work out for them in the end, and it's going to be 12-12. Scores are even yet again. And Figgy, he's trying to get aggressive now. He knows he's up against pistols, so he wants to try and burn some frags.
He's feeling it now.
And he picked up 1. Dyer finds the first though, and Solo is dropped down, so it should be Figgy's kill here every day of the week, but he's not going to find it just yet. And actually Dyer will pick up the kill on the complex, and that's left on Envo. He's not long for the world, as Crazed will hit him down with the AWP, and Dyer's Money Crew take the lead 13-12. And there's actually 3-1 in the Acquire game versus Popo. They're leading the way on Inferno. In the second map, in this map we're getting underway again, and it's going to be Envo with the P90 in hand. Pretty unorthodox weapon, but we have an AWP in the hands of Solo, and Chris also with an AWP. So the battle was won by Solo last round. Let's see if Chris can fix that. Envo is underneath his popped up position, just spread the wood. Doesn't connect any of the shots, and Figgy just comes down and shuts him down. And that's going to be a 5 versus 4. Flash coming out by Figgy. That opens up a little bit of a avenue for the T's to work with to get out of Pop Dog. Solo underneath the ramp. He's going to be waiting for some over aggressiveness from Smurf. He does find it, and that's going to be a kill going in the way of Solo. Back to even odds now, 4-4. And now it's going to be 1 minute 13 left in the clock. The smoke comes through the window. That's the execute underway now as Dyer and his teammates make their way out through Pop Dog onto the A site, but there is a CT stack here. They've got 3 players on this side of the map. Neither team finding a kill just yet, but Chris changes that as he drops Mezzi. The bomb going down. Sonny is dropped. Complex playing quite well there in that situation, but Figgy finally shuts down that here now. Complex dropped by Chris, and now it's Solo in a 1 versus 2. The bomb going down finally. Actually, it's a fake from Figgy. Oh, nearly gets caught out, but the timing works out perfectly for him. And Solo gets stuck on the bomb train and gets shut down by Figgy. 14-12 now for Dye's Money Crew. Mixers go out, don't they, if they lose this one?
If they lose the best 3. It's 2 more maps. Or 1 more. Depends.
Match could pause again. Dye's Money Crew. Oh. I hear like interference or something.
You can?
Probably on my phone. So another pause coming out. It looks as though it's a tactical pause from the mixer side. They haven't really said anything in chat, so probably just a tactical pause. Do they let them go to 15-12 and try to play for overtime, or they buy up, go for the risk and see if they can get it to a 14-14 scoreline and try and close it out? This is probably what they're talking about right now. They're just chatting amongst each other. See if we can actually... We can actually show them. You see one player. Pretty long tactical pauses.
Are they not playing? Oh, it's the other team. What is it tactical?
Yeah. They haven't said anything about technical, so. They're on pause now. So, City side have decided to just purchase up a few deagles. Zeus in the hands of Envo, a flash at a PT-15 complex.
I like Mezzi on this.
It looks as though they are wanting to just play for overtime. But Mezzi with the deagle, obviously we've seen him play absolutely insane this morning with the deagle. Let's see if he can continue that. As Figgy S is making his way through Pop Dog, straight out onto the site. He'll shut down Mezzi. No hope for his deagle in that round, so I can see if they can do anything else. Figgy actually just walks straight through connector onto the B side now. Everything's clear. He calls it to his teammates, and the CT side, their stack amounts to nothing as Figgy just obliterates it. And the complex realizes his B's rotating back now. The smoke will cause a bit of problems for him, but Figgy has rotated all the way through to old bomb. He's coming through connector at this point. Dyer will shut down complex. 5-2 left. And Dyer should be able to pick up this kill on the solo here. He's made a little bit too much noise. And actually Solo tries to do a bit of damage, but Figgy's the man to find the kill. And Dahi's shut down by Sunny. Map point to dieR's Money Crew now. Finally, double up setup coming out on the dieR's on the Mixer side. Solo and Mezzy, both predominant oppers. Let's see if they can shut down the op in the hands of Crazed. I actually haven't seen Figgy play the op even once so far. But Mezzy holding this angle here towards A main. No one's coming his way just yet. But a boost coming in. This is an interesting boost with the AWP, but Amvo makes his way through the smoke. He's right beside them. He hears the noise on the right. But does he just wait on this? Does he just wait? He's actually fallen all the way back to a different angle this time, so he's thought better of maybe getting on top of the boost. Amvo's still underneath the server box. Can he get this frag? This is the important one. If he picks up this could be huge. He spots it out. He takes the kill. No trigger discipline coming that his way. He shuts down Sunny. And Crazed, he's left on top of the bin here. He's going to get a lot of HP taken off him. He's going to be forced to fall back with 25 HP on the CT side again. No damage being taken on board yet. They've got utility in the hands of Mezzy. This is exactly what you need if you're Mixers. You want to have the advantage in all fronts. But Dahi, can he shut down a few players here? He spotted out some, but he hasn't got any hits just yet. But Mezzy will take the kill on the Figgy. Dahi trying to chime in here, but India 5 versus 3 now. The CTs have all rotated over now. Oh, a beautiful shot coming in by Mezzy. Dahi from below will shut down Smurf, and Complex finishes off by shutting down Craze. And it's going to be all 5 players staying alive on the Mixer's side, absolutely annihilating the dieR's Money Crew side. But the money is definitely not short on the dieR's Money Crew side. Figgy with 16k. I think a few other players had that as well to start with, but definitely they can buy for the rest of the game now. Still, remaining with the double up setup is the CT side. Mezzy has an AWP in hand along with Solo, and Crazed again going to try and get some success towards Ivy, unable to do so as Solo will pick up the kill on the Sunny, and that's going to be another man advantage going in the way of the Mixer's side. Again, they need to continue this. dieR trying to make his way out through Pop Dog. He's throwing a flashbang. That's about it. He hasn't moved just yet. Molotov coming in. Actually, a double upset. Finally, Figgy picks up the AWP, which I talked about previously. Smoke coming out by dieR. That's going to allow for him to get over towards the E-box. Complex should spread this eventually. There we go.
Walking inside.
Smurf just able to walk onto the B side here, but he should be able to shut this down here. He's in a position that works well, but he turns around this time and doesn't work out. Smurf will shut him down, and that's going to be into a 4 versus 4. Man advantage has been dwindled, and the CT's quickly rotating, but the bomb is starting to make its way onto the B side now. The smoke's keeping the players out. That's going to be difficult for Mezzy to fire on, and dieR with the flank here should be able to pick up the kill on the Mezzy here. Unable to connect the spray, and Mezzy will make it away with his life. And the AWP as well. He's going to try and find the kill. He does through the edge of the box. dieR is dropped. Figgy though with the AWP strikes true as he drops Complex. He finds another one on the Envo, so this AWP in the hands of Figgy proving to be extremely useful. Nearly hits that last kill, but Solo will find a kill of his own.
This could be it.
Yeah, he's put Molotov. Not going to really amount to much as the flashes and the time is gone. He's trying to at least find a kill on the Figgy, and it's all over now. Is dieR's Money Crew pick up the first map, 16-13. A pretty strong showing by them. I mean, Mixers didn't put up a good fight, but unable to close it out in the end.
Switch over.